Hey guys, it's Brent here at Umbrella Vapor Corporation again. Today I'm going to talk about the beginnings of the master settlement agreement and where has that money gone. Also, good news, next week we will be opening a second Wink pipe and glass shop in Shawnee. Yay! Soon after that will be Umbrella Cannabis Corporation there. So all you guys in Shawnee, hey, here we come, coming to your town. Okay, now down to the nitty gritty. People may have seen me mention master settlement agreement, stuff like that, to kind of give you a background on the master settlement agreement and how it got started and how that money is actually being spent. So back in 1994, Mike Moore, the Mississippi Attorney General, filed a lawsuit against the tobacco companies. Well, everyone was so against. Let me preface this by every lawsuit against the tobacco companies prior to this were dismissed by the courts because they said that people administered this to themselves. So Mike Moore, Attorney General of Mississippi, determined that the state was tired of paying for all the health care issues and all of that stuff that came from tobacco. So everyone was really against this. He was even sued by his own governor for trying to sue the tobacco company. That's how deep this corruption is. He's now on the board of directors for the American Legacy Foundation, which is responsible for these famous truth ads, Truth in Tobacco. So all of this money, so the suit went through, all these states followed, and so it was $264 billion lawsuit, which was paid out in installments year by year. I know the newest governor in Mississippi, they had it determined that Mississippi should have had $2.5 billion in their trust fund. Well, as governors and legislators and stuff have come and go throughout the state, you know, they've been using all this money for other stuff. Well, this $2.5 billion, it has next to nothing. You know, the newest governor was looking into money, and it should have had $2.5 billion. He looks into it and has almost nothing in it. Myron Levin, he used to be with the LA Times, and then he was with health and safety news site that's called Fair Warning. And he says talking states into spending this money towards tobacco prevention, it's a pretty tough sell. It's really hard. Well, back in 2007, the CDC set out some guidelines for the states, show them how they should do it. And all they recommended was 14% go to anti-smoking programs. 14%, that's nothing. Yet, that's the hardest sell. They're having a problem trying to sell 14%. I mean, Colorado spent tens of millions of dollars on a literacy program. Kentucky spent 50% on agriculture. Well, what do you think Kentucky's number one agriculture is? Let me think. Tobacco. Yes, the tobacco companies are getting subsidies, or the tobacco growers are getting subsidies from the government to help them grow tobacco from money that the tobacco companies have put into it. You see what I'm saying? I don't even have to finish that sentence. That's how ridiculous this is. A lot of states don't even have any more money coming to them, which it still should be coming, have no more money coming to them because they securitize their money, which means they had a firm, you've probably seen these ads on TV, where if you want a lump sum now, let us take over your payments. That's what they did. They took a lump sum from a third party, and now that third party gets those payments, which come out to a lot more. 14%, that's all the CDC recommended they spend on it. They can't even do that. They fight tooth and nail not to spend 14%. I mean, in LA, they've spent their money on a program that's in the basement of a hospital that people that are trying to quit show up there and have a meeting, like an AA meeting. That's where all their money's going. They don't spend any of it on this. They spend it on potholes and all this other shit. Okay, great. Well, that money's dried up now. The settlement's over. Where are they going to get this money? I mean, they still get 54 cents on every pack of cigarettes that's sold. That's where they're trying to get their money from, that 54 cents, and all these sin taxes. Here in Oklahoma, cigarettes just went up by like $2 a pack because they added more taxes, because the government ain't getting that master settlement money anymore. Plus, the number of smokers is just, it's crashing. And of course, these foundations like the American Legacy Foundation and Fair Warning and all this, they say, oh yeah, that's how good our advertising campaign has been. It's really hindered the smoking. Well, no, it hasn't. Because as smoking has gone down, vaping has gone up tremendously. And how many lives have we saved? How much longer are people living? A lot. So it's pretty crazy. But that's a good history of where this money, what's starting all of this. When money dries up, they got to find money somewhere else. So I have a feeling there's going to be the problem is there is no big tobacco or big vape. There's no big vape. So there's not there's a big tobacco because there's like 4 tobacco companies which have an umbrella. Altair is the biggest tobacco manufacturer in the world. They own Marlboro, Philip Morris, all that stuff, and they have bought up almost everything. So there is a big tobacco. There's no big vape. There's not a single entity that is big vape. That's our biggest problem. We can't fight. So vaping is made up, I'm going to say 95% of mom and pop shops. I mean, small 4-man operation making juice or whatever. Some of the bigger juice manufacturers will have, 60, 70 employees, something like that. But for the most part, you're somewhere between 1 and 20 employees if you have anything to do with vaping. So there's not that much. But there's so many of these small businesses, there's a lot of employees, shit. Each state's going to have anywhere from 30 to 100,000 employees per state. It's crazy. It's crazy. So this flavor ban, if it goes through, right now we're doing well. A lot of states are suing. There's been a hold on them. We'll see how it goes, but this is just a good background to give you an idea of what I'm talking about when I say the Master Settlement Agreement. Anyway, I'm going to keep this video a short one. Hopefully people can make it to the end. Halloween, tomorrow, Halloween. We're having a Halloween costume contest. You come in your costume, you automatically have 15% off your purchase. Plus, you get to enter in a costume contest. We're going to give a $100 in-store credit for first place, $50 for second place, and your choice of a juice for third place. So, come on down, come see us. Have a great day.